Full rigor. You've been dead a while. Guess you won't mind waiting another day for me to cut you open.
Hi everyone and welcome to TNTV Reactions. Today we're going to be carrying on with Wednesday. We've got to episode 4. Episode 3 was amazing. Great finale with the fountain. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. We learned about Crackstone, who was the old pilgrim who was trying to wipe out the outcasts. We had a few questions raised and none really answered other than that Rowan was kicked out of the Nightshades. We learned that Christina Ricci's character knows about the Nightshades and has access to their lair, which I'm sure will come to something. The therapist seems to collect dead things, which makes her creepier than I like, but I can't tell if that makes her a bad guy or just weird. We got the sheriff's son. I'm still not sure about him, if he's the monster from the woods or if he's just wrong place, wrong time. He's just creepy again. There's not a lot else to go into really. We learned about Goody Adams and the fact that she is a descendant, or Wednesday is a descendant of Goody Adams, which is interesting, and she's obviously been the one to go out and try and save all of the outcasts. Could mean that maybe she founded the school, which would make for an interesting twist. Yeah, I don't have a lot else to go into. I think it's more questions than answers so far, but halfway through the series, that's what you want in a mystery. So I'm really excited to carry on. I think we should jump right in. But before I do, please go down below, hit the like button and comment anything you like. Tell me what we're doing right here, what we're doing wrong. I'm really interested in your views. Subscribe to the channel. We're growing pretty quickly, but I'd love to go faster. And if you're here and you like what you see, we're going to be doing the rest of Wednesday and then finishing off The Patient, which is amazing and creepy as all get out as well. And then we'll move on to other things. We've got lots in the pipeline. I'm really excited for what's coming up, but like I said, I think we should just dive right in. So the one thing I think they will bring up in this episode that I missed from my intro is that Enid got stood up by the Medusa kid, Axel, I think, or something like that. And I'm interested to see what happens there because I think it's going to be fiery. Thing.
Dr. Kinbot tells me I should get out more. Says I need to open my mind to new people and experiences. Who am I to argue with her professional cliches?
Well, I do the autopsy. You find the files of the monster's other victims and make copies. Lacerations and defensive wounds appear on both hands.
I wonder what she's trying to
Remains of
learn.
the chest and torso indicates a frenzied attack.
She knows it's a monster that turns into a person, but you're not going to get much information on the person from the monster. How does things see?
This is curious.
I really want to know.
Subject's left foot is missing. It appears to have been chewed off at the ankle.
Appreciate you coming back to the office, Doc.
No problem, Sheriff. Whatever I can do to help. Whatever or whoever's responsible for these killings, in all my years, I've never seen injuries like them. I thought you should. The killer cut off 2 toes from the victim's left foot. Best guess, they used a surgical saw. The final autopsy report still pending.
Surgical saw?
Send it straight to my desk. Immediate blackout on the toes.
Doesn't seem very monstery.
I don't remember this one coming in. Full rigor. You've been dead a while. Guess you won't mind waiting another day for me to cut you open.
Yeah, alright, play dead.
I was just getting comfortable.
See, it's that kind of thing I love with this show. It's really obvious as well, but it doesn't make it less funny.
When I suggested giving your side of the room a makeover, I did not have Ted Bundy's Pinterest in mind.
Still not as creepy as your stuffed unicorn collection. Is this why you snuck out last night?
Turns out, all of the monster's victims have had body parts surgically removed. The first one a kidney, the second one a finger.
Wednesday, I don't really feel like the third one a gallbladder. And a bearded man from the meeting house. 2 toes.
Do you understand what this means?
His murders aren't mindless.
Frankenstein?
Collecting trophies like a seasoned serial killer. It's quite impressive, actually.
Is he trying to put his mother back together?
Again.
It would kill women though, wouldn't it? Has he been werewolfed?
Xavier didn't get those scratches from fencing. He's hiding something.
Suppose every artist needs a muse?
Wednesday,
Xavier,
why are you really out here? Is this about a certain dance that makes you want to poke needles into your eyes, perhaps? I'm all ears.
are you really going to make me ask?
Oh, absolutely.
She could not look more awkward.
Would you go to the dance with me?
Yes, Wednesday, I would love to go to the dance with you. I thought you'd never ask.
Neither did I. Oh my god! Wednesday Adams is going to the Rave'N.
Is it rude to say that I think his face actually resembles the monster a little bit?
I already have one. Not the one you showed up here.
Got same
That thing was a
bulgy eyes, but that might be on purpose.
Thing, back me up here.
We both know that there's a monster out there. If we're going to stop it, I think it's time we both put our differences aside and began to work together.
And this is your stake for me to deal you in? Sorry, you gotta do better than that. Why would I share information about an ongoing murder investigation with a high school kid?
Because I go to Nevermore and you don't. Don't you want some eyes and ears behind those ivy-covered walls?
Listen, Velma. Why don't you and the Scooby Gang stick to your homework and leave the investigating to the professionals?
Nice to see him being opened up a little bit.
The person who drew this, that your suspect?
When you bring me some concrete evidence, maybe we'll talk.
Interesting. Because if it was his son, and he knew that, then he wouldn't be sending her off to do that. I think he actually doesn't know or does care. Interesting.
I must be the only one not obsessed with this stupid dance.
So you're not going?
Actually, I was forced to ask someone as an act of self-preservation.
Sure, that happens, I guess. Hope you two have fun.
I'm not sure why you're becoming upset.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem. I thought we liked each other. But then you pull something like this, and I have no idea where I stand. I mean, am I in the more than friend zone, or just a pawn in some game you're playing?
I'm just dealing with a lot right now.
Porn. So we've had like all 4 suspects in the last 5 minutes.
Call if I ever move up your to-do list.
And all of them could be. None of them are giving me any reason not to believe it. I'm not sure I trusted him either. He showed up at the end of the last episode for no real reason.
Speaking of monsters with sharp claws, could you get this to your roomie? Put in a good word for me. I hear she's still sans date for the Rave'N.
Eugene.
I'm playing the long game. My mom say people...
Very long game.
I know they're probably just trying to make me feel better, but...
Listen, people like me and you were different. We're original thinkers, intrepid outliers in this vast cesspool of adolescence. We don't need these inane rites of passage to validate who we are.
So, you're not going to the Rave'N either?
Actually, I am. With Xavier.
That circle. I think I know where that is.
Show me. It's definitely a match.
You think it's in there?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah, let's walk into the scary cave. All alone with no weapons.
Not a huge fan of enclosed spaces.
If you hear me screaming bloody murder, there's a good chance I'm just enjoying myself.
Check this out.
Interesting. So someone had it tied up.
Yeah, see.
What is that?
Concrete proof.
No, that's not creepy at all.
This creature's been haunting my dreams for the past couple weeks. I try to block it out, but I can't, so I just come in here and paint it. When I was painting this one, the claws reached out of the canvas and took a swipe at me. And so I got these scratches.
I thought you were able to control your ability.
Not when it comes to this thing.
Maybe it's just your guilty conscience.
I told you I'm not the monster, okay?
So you just happen to draw pictures of it?
You are unbelievable.
It's nothing personal.
No, it never is with you, is it? I mean,
Poor
do you even care about
guy.
anyone or anything at all, Wednesday? Get out!
Place creeps me out. The eyes everywhere.
Run the DNA test and see if they match.
I'm sorry, do I work for you?
You asked for concrete evidence. That's it.
Where'd you get this? And who's the suspect?
Run the test first. Then I'll explain everything.
I'm not playing games, Adams.
Neither am I, Sheriff.
Bernice, bring me a DNA authorization form, please.
At least he's playing along. Given how much he hates her father.
Why so glum?
Just self-interest, I suppose, but...
Asked if she got my honey.
So, I hear you might be free tomorrow night after all.
I really don't like her. It'd be nice if the monster was her and Wednesday. Thing trying to set her up.
Beautiful. What a nice top. Have a dance for me.
She's too perky.
Welcome to the Rave'N.
Wednesday's going to be the only one in black, isn't she?
Here's to a night they'll never forget.
Careful what you wish for.
You were a Nevermore student once. Don't you remember being full of hope and excitement about the Rave'N?
I love how different. Like a head and a half taller than she is.
I'm coming, Eugene! Hey, did you happen to grab any extra batteries for the flash? Tyler.
Got your invite. Guessing you had thing drop it in the tip jar?
Good guess.
Yeah, after our last conversation, I wasn't sure if I'd even get to speak to you again, but your note was so genuine and sweet.
Thing's gonna be hiding underneath something, isn't he?
Me too.
Now that I'm here, I'm glad I came.
Oh.
You need a few minutes?
Genuine and sweet? How could you do this?
How'd you pay for it? 5-finger discount, of course. Thing, don't look.
No. Thing loves her.
Wow. You look...
Unrecognizable. Ridiculous. A classic example of female objectification for the male gaze.
amazing. I mean, it was
How to just kick someone out of the...
Eugene?
You don't need to insult your audience.
What happened to staking out the cake?
I'll keep saying it.
Sure. I get it. Guess I'll check
Can't
out
be a financially good idea.
It's too dangerous. Stand
Come on, Netflix, be better.
We'll go together tomorrow night, understood?
Enid? I thought that was you. Is that your date?
Yes. And he's having the best time with me. We are both loving this dance. Together.
Sweet.
No. Poor Ajax.
I'm sorry. I do really like being here with you, so I appreciate the last minute invitation.
So no more talking about Wednesday Addams. Deal?
3, 2, 1.
Yo, check it out. Wednesday totally busted out of her cocoon.
Nick of Dutz had him off.
Wednesday Addams. What a lovely surprise.
Miss Thornhill? This is Tyler
Galpin.
Yeah, double cap, no foam, 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla.
It's a small town. It's hard to keep secrets.
I'm gonna go get us some drinks.
Apparently not.
Interesting choice of date, though.
I could say the same.
It's not what it looks like.
Good. Because that pilgrim already has 2 strikes in my book.
Lucas is trying to make his ex jealous. I'm trying to make Ajax jealous. It's a win-win.
Wednesday? I come in peace?
That's a shame. I brought my pocket mace. The medieval kind.
I'm so sorry about your pants. Are those the playoffs? Who's winning, the Penguins or the Ducks?
You follow pro hockey?
Lifelong Sharks fan. I grew up with a pack of older brothers. It was like, watch hockey or we'll go a tong lung on you.
It's all going to go horribly wrong, isn't it?
Best kung fu movie ever made.
It's rubbish.
When the sun goes down and the moon comes up, I turn into a teenage goo-goo mob. When I show up, the goo-goo mob. I'm the night-head hunter looking for some head. Well away.
She is very good. I don't know how she does that stuff without blinking, I really don't. I know it's relatively quick cut, but the bits she does.
Move! I'll do it! Move! Last time for the Rave'N. He says never more.
When I got you next to me.
It's going to be poop, isn't it? Or blood.
For real pig's blood. It's only paint.
It's only paint.
Are you okay? Eugene is in the woods. He's in danger.
Now, oh my God, let's go, come on. Come on, get up.
And
You did this? I can't believe I fell for your crap.
You know, look, after Crackstone's statue, I
thought you were different.
Get away from her!
okay, I like Ajax a bit better.
I didn't even want to go with him. I wanted to go with you.
So then why didn't you ask me?
You blew me off the other night and you never told me why.
I was too embarrassed to tell you, but I accidentally looked in the mirror and kinda stoned myself with my snakes.
Good boy.
Well, we should probably take it slow, right?
Totally agree.
Oh, it's nice. That's a bit of happiness. Before we get on to Eugene. I got a bad feeling about this. They can't write him out, can they? Although I suppose the main part of him was being in love with Enid. She's found somebody else, so.
Eugene. Oh my God. Is he alive?
Ah! Ugh. All right, let's talk about it. I don't know. I hope Eugene's okay. He seemed nice, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out next time. This episode was brilliant in every way. I love the comedy all the way through. I love the fact that she's standing there smiling while the paint that she probably thought was blood to begin with was falling down on her. I love the dance. I thought that was really interestingly done. It wasn't a normal dance, but she can pull that off again without blinking or closing her eyes at any point. She's just brilliant. I really like Jenna Ortega. I'd never come across her before this, but ever since, yeah, I'm all in on Jenna Ortega. Back to the beginning with the surgically removing bits and pieces from the bodies. It made me think Frankenstein-ish, maybe. Trying to put someone back together. I really hope it's Lucas and he's trying to put his mother back together. That would make for an interesting ending, although the fact that I've seen it this far out is, don't know, can't tell. I like that Enid and Ajax got together in the end, that he wasn't afraid to tell her what had happened, and she seemed to forgive him immediately, which is always nice to see. Yeah, it was a really fast paced. I love the whole thing with the art. That whole scene in that room creeped me out because every shot they had the red eyes and in the background, and it always drew your gaze, even though there's people talking in the middle. Really well done by Tim Burton. Love the pacing of this show. It's just the right amount of creepy, suspense, no real jump scares, which I really like, because jump scares just ruin things for me, honestly. I spend the next 10 minutes getting over it just for the next one to happen. Yeah, I don't have a lot more on this one. I hope you enjoyed this reaction, and if you did, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your views, theories, takes. Please, no spoilers. Please like the video if you've got this far. That probably means you do, or you've left it running in the background. And subscribe to the channel. The next one will be up as soon as I can. Thanks for coming along. I'll catch you in the next one.